Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Baghdad, lived a young man named Sinbad. He was not an ordinary youth, but was adventurous, curious, and yearned to see the world beyond the city walls. He had heard tales of far-off lands, magnificent treasures, and incredible creatures that sparked his imagination. And in one day, driven by a limitless desire for adventure, Sinbad decided to set sail on a grand voyage across the seas. His first journey took him to the island of the Rook, which is a magical place where gigantic birds roam the skies. This island was like nothing he had ever seen, with lush greenery, sparkling rivers, and exotic animals. As he explored, Sinbad slipped upon a massive egg which belonged to the mighty rook bird, and this bird was very protective of its egg. As Sinbad admired the egg, the mother rook returned, and seeing an intruder near her precious egg, she let out a thunderous cry. Realizing the danger, he quickly hid behind a rock. The rook circled above, searching for the intruder. After a while, she flew away, and Sinbad seized the opportunity to escape. He returned to his ship, and his heart was pounding with excitement about the incredible encounter. Undeterred by the close call with the rook, Sinbad set out on his second voyage. This time, his ship was caught in a fierce storm and was tossed about by the raging waves. The storm's fury was so intense that it broke the ship apart, and he found himself clinging to a piece of driftwood. After days at sea, Sinbad washed ashore on a mysterious island. He was weak and hungry, but relieved to be alive. As he explored the island, he found it inhabited by strange creatures, giant snakes that slithered silently through the trees. His survival instincts kicked in, and he carefully avoided these dangerous serpents. Then, he eventually discovered a hidden cave filled with sparkling gems and jewels. He was overjoyed and filled his pockets with as many treasures as he could carry and managed to escape the island on a passing ship. Sinbad's thirst for adventure only grew stronger with each journey. On his third voyage, he and his crew landed on the island of the Cyclops, a fearsome one-eyed giant. This Cyclops captured Sinbad and his men, planning to make a feast of them. But Sinbad, with his quick thinking and bravery, devised a plan to escape. Using a sharp stick, he and his men managed to blind the Cyclops while it slept, and then hurriedly fled to their ship, narrowly escaping the giant's wrath. The crew sailed away, grateful for Sinbad's cleverness and courage. This adventure taught everyone that wit and bravery could overcome even the most terrifying foes. On his fourth voyage, Sinbad encountered the Old Man of the Sea, a cunning creature who tricked travelers into carrying him on their shoulders. Once perched, he would never let go, gradually exhausting his victims. Unfortunately, he fell into the old man's trap. The old man clung to his back, and no matter how hard he tried, Sinbad couldn't shake him off. A long days had turned into weeks, and Sinbad grew weak and weary. But one day, he had an idea to offer the old man a jug of fermented juice he had found on the island. The old man, not realizing it was poisonous, drank it eagerly, and as the old man became wrecked and drowsy, his grip loosened. Seizing the moment, Sinbad threw the old man off his back and made a run for his ship, and once again his cleverness saved him from certain doom. The fifth voyage took Sinbad to the Valley of Diamonds, a place of immense wealth and danger. The valley was filled with precious gems, but it was also guarded by giants, venomous serpents. He watched in awe as eagles swooped down, picking up the gems with their talons and carrying them to their nests on the cliffs above. Using his skill, Sinbad devised a plan. He collected several large pieces of meat and tied them to his back. He then lay down in the valley, waiting for the eagles to come. The eagles, attracted by the meat, swooped down and picked up Sinbad, carrying him to their nests. Once safely on the cliffs, he gathered the precious gems and signaled a passing ship for rescue. By the time, Sinbad had become a seasoned sailor. On this journey, he found himself in the land of Serendib, a beautiful and prosperous kingdom, where he befriended the king and spent several months enjoying the kingdom's splendor. But Sinbad's adventurous spirit could not be tamed. He longed to return to Baghdad and share his tales with his friends and family. The king of Serendib was impressed by Sinbad's bravery and tales of adventure, provided him with a ship loaded with treasures as a token of friendship. His return to Baghdad was celebrated with great joy, as he shared his incredible stories with the people who listened in awe and admiration. His adventures had made him a legend, and his bravery and cleverness were the talk of the town. Sinbad decided to settle down and enjoy the rest of his days in peace, surrounded by the friends and family he loved. But his adventures and the lessons he learned from them were never forgotten. His tales were passed down through generations, inspiring countless young minds to dream big, be brave, and always seek adventure. And here, the story ends. Hope you enjoyed it and wish you a nice time.